Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Avoiding Broke podcast. It's me, Jermaine, here, and I hope you're having an awesome summer's afternoon. So, guys, here's the thing. When we look back and we really think about summer, what it means, how it hits us, what it costs, this is going to be, I'm predicting it right now, one of the toughest summers in known history for personal finances. So guys, on Avoiding Broke, we have been telling everybody that the real inflation in the UK, certainly, probably globally, is well in excess of 10%. Certainly in the UK, I've been saying for months, we are looking at inflation, that's the rise in prices in the economy. We're looking at numbers above 10%, and the government is underreporting. And lo and behold, just last week, we saw some indications from central mainstream media that indeed we're hitting nearer that 10% mark. Guys, I'm telling you now, and I'm telling you for free, it's already here and it's been here for a while. Now, here's the thing. Any of us know who's ever made any money is really clear on a few very simple truths. And one of them is that short-term spending and short-term money habits are very bad for your overall net financial health. It's just a fact. The reality is, it's long-term thinking, long-term habits, long-term beneficial behaviors that really help us to grow and build and increase and improve our situation. So what does that really mean? And what am I saying here? This summer coming up, and we're on the brink of summer right now, this summer coming up is going to be one of the toughest for us. This summer coming up, if you just really think about it, is one of the first summers in known history where we can freely travel. It's a known recent history, right? Because we've had a few lockdown summers with incredible restrictions. And this is one of the first where a lot of countries are starting to either ease or just remove their restrictions altogether. So people have got that sense of freedom, that sense of, I want to go out and I want to go and make up for lost time. And those behaviors, I promise you, are expensive. Wanting to go for freedom and wanting to make up for lost time, they're expensive. There are some other things that we just simply can't avoid. Utility costs are going up. Rent payments are going up. Interest rates are going up, which in turn means that mortgages are going up. The cost of activities is going up. So if you look, for example, if you've got kids and you look at the cost of going to a theme park, that's going up. Every little thing that you're used to doing, your mobile phone, your television, it's all going up. Disney Plus, going up. Netflix, going up. You choose it, it's going up. So the trend is really clear. We've got over 10% inflation in the economy, guaranteed. I promise you that. I've been saying it for months. That's a fact. We've got over 10%. And we've got the cost of every single random thing we consume is going up. And we've got behavior that is going to want to drive us to make up for lost time and go out and kind of go and explore that freedom that we've been craving. When you put all of those together, I promise you this is going to be one of the most expensive you're going to see. If you're going to have kids who want to meet up with their mates, where are they going to want to go? How much does it cost to go to a theme park these days? If you're in the UK, you're talking about £30-40. In America, you're talking about maybe more like $100, depending on how old the child is. These are huge amounts of money, and they cost a bomb. Then when you think about your social life, well, what are you going to do? If you go out, how much are you spending on food, on drinks? When you look at going abroad, how much are you spending on your travel, accommodation? Do the math, guys. It is mad money. And I promise you, this summer is going to be one of the hardest. And I just want to share that very clear reflection right now. And just to give everybody that kind of warning sign, this is the point to reassess what you are doing in the next few months. As soon as you find universities break up, schools break up, you're going to find household budgets start getting squeezed because you've got more people basically clamoring to take out the same pot. You are getting the gradual increase in prices that we're seeing through inflation rate increases anyway. which are already pushing up some things in the economy. You're then seeing supermarkets, for example, utilities, I already named them. All of them are nudging up their price as well, and it's a gentle nudge. It's not very obvious. It's just a few pence here and there. You're not going to notice it if you're not paying attention. But it's all happening. It's all happening. It's all getting worse. And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm trying to be the guy who helps give everybody that immediate clarity about how tough things could be during this summer and the importance of reining back in straight away. Reining back in and paying close attention to how much pressure you could be under in the next few months. You know, I think that means things like going down to your SIM-only deals from now. Depending on where you are with your cost of living, potentially seeing if you can renegotiate your rental contract early. You know, have a look and see if you can do that. I know there's a lot of latitude to actually renegotiate quite early, and many landlords are quite happy to do that anyway because it locks in rent for another year at least. Have a think, if you've got kids who are around the teenager kind of age, have a think, what are you going to do with them during the summer holidays? Because if you're planning on sending them to theme parks on a regular basis, that is going to add up. Even if you buy them a pass to go to a park regularly, how much for food? How much for drinks? How much for travel? Do the maths. A great alternative is, say, like a local leisure centre, where rather than, say, sending the kid to a theme park, you can send them somewhere to go and take part in a sports club. It's going to be a lot cheaper and it's going to make them a lot healthier. So really easy, tangible alternatives. Another great one that not many people do is eBay selling. If you're having a clear out indoors, you may have things that you could genuinely start putting onto eBay and having very simple transactions just to kind of increase your household income, just top up the pot. We did it very successfully a couple of times. It's really worked well. It's not much effort. And ultimately, you're better off trying to get a few pounds in or a few dollars in for something you're not going to use anymore than just have it sitting there and then end up throwing it away. These are very simple, very sensible, readily available moves everybody could make. And the last one I'm going to give you, and this is the drastic one, but just think about this, is cancel your summer holiday. And just think about that one. If you cancel that and you get the money back in, so go for a refund, assuming you can get it, or don't book it, assuming you've not booked it yet. Just think about how much money you are saving just on flight and accommodation alone. Even if accommodation is sorted, think about the flight. And even if you've got a way of getting flights for relatively cheap, just think about that food and drink expense that you would never normally incur at home, which you almost always incur abroad. These are really simple, quick, easy things that we can do, guys. And I really, really believe this is going to be more necessary now than ever before. Don't forget, we called it before that inflation is over 10%, it's getting underreported. And months later, you started seeing it. Well, look, I'm calling it again. This summer is going to be one of the very toughest in known history. It is going to have a detrimental impact on a lot of household budgets, and many people are going to struggle to recover in anything like the near to medium term. This is the warning. I'm telling you now, think about the different options you may have. And guys, I'm only sharing this because I want as many of us as possible to be as protected and as prepared as possible for the, I think, inevitable. Look, good luck, guys. And as ever, comments, questions, suggestions, queries, drop them in the comments. Send us a message at avoidingbroke@gmail.com. We're Avoiding Broke on every platform. Look forward to hearing from you and speak to you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.